Okay, then start reading, please. All right, one will read. You take turns reading, of course.
Okay. Story time, kids. This all happened when Caillou was just 3 years old. Today's story is called Caillou is Afraid of the Dark.
Good night, Caillou. Have sweet dreams.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Bed bugs bite.
Bugs bites.
Okay, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Bed bugs, mommy.
Caillou, what's wrong?
Bugs, mommy.
They're all gone. They were just shadows.
But what about the scratchy monster?
I don't hear a scratchy monster.
There is a scratchy monster in here. He's making scratchy sound.
I'm sure you think you heard something, but there's no need to be afraid of monsters. Do you know why? Because monsters aren't real. They're just make believe. Good night, dear.
I'm not afraid of monsters. I am not afraid of monsters, Daddy.
It's okay, Caillou. It's just your toy Snacky.
Yes, but there was a flying monster and a scratchy monster. It's in my room.
You probably just imagined you heard something. Caillou, I can't find anything.
But the scratchy monster, he went krr, krr, krr.
Try listening to the music box. It'll make happy sounds for you while you sleep. Good night, Caillou.
Mommy, Daddy, the scratchy monster, he's got me. Help, a two-headed monster. The music was hear the E and a scratchy monster and a
The wind was making the tree branch hit the window. That's what was making the scary noise.
see, darling. Sometimes ordinary things can seem scary.
So the scratchy monster was just the tree. Look, the scratchy monster. It wasn't a monster. It was just Gilbert.
That can,
You'll be able to sleep fine now, dear.
with a little help from Teddy.
I hope there won't be any more scary sounds.
I know how Teddy can help make sure there won't be any more scary sounds.
Good night, Caillou.
Okay. All right, what was the problem in this story? There was a problem. What was the problem?
Caillou was hearing scary sounds.
Okay. Mohammed, what was making those scary sounds?
The tree branch.
All right, that's one thing that was making the scary sound. Um, Malik, what else was Caillou afraid of? He wasn't just afraid of sounds, he was afraid of some other things too.
Shadows.
Right. So where were the shadows coming from?
There was two, Gilbert and the tree.
Well, from the window, remember when she said uh, the shadow, those were just shadows. What did he think those shadows were? What did he think those shadows were?
A monster.
No, no. In the very beginning, what did he think the shadows were?
Mm,
But
Right, Muhammad, right. He thought they were bugs. He thought they were bed bugs. There is a such thing as a bed bug, but of course they were not bed bugs. They were shadows. And his mother and father, they liked to have him sing that song. I'm not afraid of, well, I'm not afraid of monsters, but they were saying, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, right? That's what he was saying in the beginning. Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. So that was something that they were telling him to say. Well, he was taught to say before. Many children say that, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, sleep. So that's what his mother said to him. But when she left, he thought he saw bed bugs and they were shadows, as you said, they were shadows. Then he heard the tree branch hitting the window, as Muhammad mentioned. Okay, and then um, there were some other things that happened, but some of the other things you really can't know the details of without seeing the video. So maybe I'll show the video quickly so that I can ask a few more questions here, because some of the things you cannot see, like for instance, if I go down to the bottom, you'll see where Caillou said a two-headed monster, right? So you wouldn't know what that was without seeing the video. Let me just see where it was at so you can see when he said that. Yeah, here. All right, see when he said, Mommy, Daddy, the scratchy monster, he's got me. Then he said, help, a two-headed monster. Do you have any idea what that might have been that he called a two-headed monster?
monster had two heads.
Yeah, but do you have any idea what he was looking at the time when he was saying a two-headed monster?
The music box.
No, so that's why you have to see the video. So keep that question in mind. What was the two-headed monster? What was it really? Like the shadows, what he thought were bed bugs were shadows. Okay, so we know what that was. Then let's see what the next thing was, because the first thing were the shadows that he was talking about. All right. And after that, he talked about a scratchy monster. And as Muhammad said, that was the tree branch hitting the window. All right. So we know that the first sound of the scratchy monster was a tree branch. All right. Then let's see what else. You think you heard something? Not afraid of monsters. Okay. Then he said a flying monster. All right. So let's also look in the video to find out what the flying monster was. All right, so the flying monster, the two-headed monster, those are two things that you have to see the video to know. All right, let's see if there's anything else. There is another scratchy sound too, so maybe you can tell me what that was, because after the tree, he still heard another scratchy sound. So you can see here where he said, Daddy, the scratchy monster, right? So even after it was explained to him that it was a tree branch making that noise, he heard another noise. Okay, so we want to know, one, what is a two-headed monster? Two, what is a flying monster? Three, what is the last scratchy monster sound coming from that he heard? All right, so I need the answers to those. Yeah?
He said it's Gilbert.
Right, so that one you know from the dialogue, yes. So the last one was just the cat. All right, so we need to now find out the flying monster and two-headed monster. For that, I think you definitely will need to see the video. So I'll show the video right now, and so you can pay attention to that question. And I'm also going to stop the video at certain points to ask you some other questions as well. So just a moment, let me screen share.
So many things to do. Each day is something new. I'll share them with you. I'm Caillou. My world is turning. Changing each day. With mommy and daddy and finding my way. Growing up is not so tough. Except when I've had enough. But there's lots of fun stuff. I'm Caillou. 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 That's me.
Story time, kids. This all happened when Caillou was just 3 years old. Today's story is called Caillou is Afraid in the Dark.
Okay. All right. Obviously you can see where Caillou is at. All right, where is he at? Muhammad?
Bed.
In the bed. So where is he at? In the bedroom. So in the bed, in the bedroom. And what is his head on top of? What is under his head?
Pillow.
Okay. All right, now, this is where his parents are going to wish him a good night and also wish him good dreams, sweet dreams.
Caillou, have sweet dreams.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Don't forget, we need to find out the flying monster and the two-headed monster.
Night. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Okay, he does hear the sound now, but of course, the first thing he's going to notice would be the shadows. All right, he got it. What is, okay, I almost said it as opposed to asking. What is in Caillou's hand?
A torch?
That's one name. All right, can you give me the other name, Muhammad? It has two names.
Light bulb.
No. Of course, in America, we normally don't use the term torch unless it's a fire. I mean, for in America, like in the Olympics, you know, when they have that, we call it a torch. But in England, they do like to call this a torch as well. So I need the other name for it that is usually used in America. What's the other name for it? Malik? What is that?
Searchlight?
No, flashlight. Flashlight. So searchlight is like what they have at the ocean, and the light goes back and forth. That's one of the types of searchlights. Okay, so this is called a flashlight. All right, a flashlight. Typically, it's called a flashlight. If you were in America and you said, I need a torch, they'll probably get you something that blows fire out, you know, whether it's the torch like on the Olympics or they have something else that looks like a gun. Of course, it's not, but you know, when you push your finger on the trigger, it shoots out fire. That's another. And then there's another thing called a blowtorch. Blowtorch, you know, will blow out fire that's used in, working when people are, building things and they need to use a blowtorch to melt down some metal or something like that there. So that's called a blowtorch. But this would be either a torch or a flashlight. Just remember that if you are speaking to someone in America or from America, then you should use the term flashlight.
Netflix.
Okay, so here you can see that he thinks there are bed bugs here. All right, and where are these shadows coming from?
From the window.
Right, from the window. So his mother's going to come in and she's going to fix that problem.
Caillou, what's wrong? Bugs, Mommy.
There, all gone. They were just shadows.
But what about the scratchy monster?
I don't hear a scratchy monster.
There is a scratchy monster here. He's making scratchy sounds.
I'm sure you think you heard something. But there's no need to be afraid of monsters. Do you know why? Because monsters aren't real. They're just make-believe. Good night, dear.
I'm not afraid of monsters. I'm not afraid of monsters.
Okay, get ready to find the answer to the other question. Okay, what did Caillou bump up into? That's not the question. The other one was, the flying monster and the two-headed monster, but what did he bump into?
Something. How
What's
can I say
behind
it?
him? What's behind him?
Bookshelves.
Right, so he bumped into the bookshelf. So something is going to fall on his head as a result of bumping into the bookshelf. Muhammad, what's on his head?
Toy snake.
A toy snake. So that's what his father was calling Snaky, toy snake.
It's okay, Caillou. It's just your toy snakey.
Yes, but it was a flying monster and a scratchy monster. It's in my room.
You probably just imagined you heard something, Caillou. I can't find anything.
But the scratchy monster, he went.
Try listening to the music box. It'll make happy sounds for you while you sleep. Good night, Caillou.
Mommy!
The wind was making the tree branch hit the window. That's what was making the scary noise.
See, darling? Sometimes ordinary things can seem scary.
So the scratchy monster was just the tree? Look! The scratchy monster! It wasn't a monster. It was just Gilbert.
That cat,
You'll be able to sleep fine now, dear.
with a little help from Teddy.
I hope there won't be any more scary sounds.
I know how Teddy can help make sure there won't be any more scary sounds. Good
Good night,
night, Caillou.
Okay. All right, so what was the flying monster? All right, and hopefully they're all good, or most of them, if not all, of course. All right, so the next dialogue. is here. Okay, go ahead, start reading. One read for A, other read for B.
There are 3 visitors here, so I think it's time for getting to know others.
Is Muhammad asleep?
No, no.
Can you see Muhammad? If your sister's reading A, you read B. That's what you're doing now. She already
The
read for A.
screen shows now.
What is that?
The screen shows now.
You can't see?
Now I can see.
Okay.
Hi or welcome.
Hello.
How are you? Do you come from Europe?
No, I didn't come from Europe.
Do you come from Asia?
No, I'm not from Asia.
All right. Don't forget that the pronunciation, Asia. All right. That's how we say that. Asia. All right. So just so you know, the pronunciation in English, of course. All right. Continue.
Do you come
Do
from
you
America?
come from
Go ahead, Muhammad.
Do you come from America?
Yes, I'm from America.
In which hotel are you staying?
I'm staying in the Hilton Hotel.
How long have you been here for?
I've been here for 2 weeks.
How long will you be staying?
I plan on staying for 2 months.
Do you like it here?
Yes, I do.
Are you here on a vacation?
Yes, I am.
Please do visit me sometimes. You have to visit me sometime.
Okay, I will.
Here is my address.
Thank you.
Shall we see each other tomorrow?
I'm sorry, but I already have plans.
Okay, no problem. Bye. Until we meet again.
Goodbye. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Okay, now it's time to check your sentences. All right, let's start with number 1. All right. Of course, each one can just read one. I'm not going to try to hear both of you say the same word because of the time. If we have more time, if we finish all 51, then we can switch up. All right. So let's say Muhammad read number 1, then Malik, you would read number 2, and so forth. And when we finish, if we still have time, then we'll switch it up and you'll read 1 and Muhammad will read 2. All right. However, you're gonna switch it up. I don't know who wants to start with 1, but it doesn't matter.
We have to make a sentence?
That was your homework. Oh, but the homework was from the previous lesson, right? Not from this one, right? You did the homework, you did the sentences for the words in the previous lesson, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go back. Okay, here we go. Time. Did you do sentences for these words?
Wait. Not these words.
Which ones? Lesson 1?
Yes.
Okay, always whenever you're doing homework, start from the current homework. Then you can go back if you have time, because every class we have a new lesson. So you should do the homework for the lesson that you're doing, and then when you have extra time, you go back to the previous
I
lesson.
took the dialogue last lesson.
What was that?
We didn't do the dialogue before these words.
Yeah, you don't have to. Homework is still the homework, just keep up with the number of the lesson. Like today is lesson 3, I believe, right? Yeah, lesson 3. So you don't do the homework until after the lesson. So after this lesson is over, you should do the homework for lesson 3. In the last class, when the lesson is over, you do the homework for lesson 2. So you're always doing the homework for the lesson after the lesson, not before it, after the lesson. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so that means at this point, after today's lesson, do the homework for lesson 3. All right, and I also need to let you know that someone said you had a problem with opening the video. All right, because you were supposed to watch that for homework for lesson 2. All right. But someone said you had a problem with opening the video. So from now on, you don't have to watch the video. All right. Just do the translation and the sentences for homework. All right. Just a translation and the sentences. The main thing is to do the sentences. That's the main thing. Of course, the translation is a plus, something, extra that if you have time to do it, you can do it. If you don't, no problem. We're not going to focus on that as much as we're going to focus on writing a sentence properly. And in the class, I will show you a video like I did today, and we'll talk about it, and you'll do the reading of the dialogue. I actually gave you the answers, as you can see. I gave you the answers to the homework from the video because I heard that you were not able to see it. All right, so I'm going to go back to lesson 1, since that's the one that you said you did the sentences for. But when you do your homework, do the homework for lesson 3. If you finish, then you can go back to 2.
Okay.
All right, number 1.
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
The cat is sleeping.
Okay. Now, also, I need to tell you from today too, because I know your sentences are probably a mixture of different tenses. All right. So for the next homework, I want you to write in the present simple tense only, because we're going to go through all 12 tenses. All right. So let's start with the present simple tense. All right. Then later, after that, we'll do the past and the future and so forth, like that. All right. And also we'll talk about why you use that tense as well. All right. Of course, since you didn't know that, I'm quite sure your sentences are in different tenses, so I won't worry about that today. But next class, make sure all of your sentences, Muhammad and Malik, make sure all of your sentences are in the present simple. If they are not, then that means to me that you don't know how to write the present simple, or you didn't know how to write the present simple for that sentence. All right, so I'm going to check that. If everything is good, then the class after that, we go to the past simple, then the future simple. And then after that, we'll go to the present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. After that, we'll go to the present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, until we finish all of the 12 tenses. And also, like I said, we'll talk about when and why you use that tense, all right? So that will also become something natural to use it at a certain time and to know how to write it. All right, so go, Muhammad, you do number 2. Number 1 was correct that Malik did. You can do number 2.
You need to be like me.
Okay, 3, continue. Malik,
Pen, I have a pen and a notebook.
okay. Muhammad, you're alternating.
A cup of tea.
You know that's not a sentence, right? All right, I'm going to write in the message box here too, okay, so that you can actually see any necessary corrections that need to be made. All right, so, all right, now I want you to know why it's not a sentence too. I'm not just going to say it's not a sentence and correct it, but I want you to know why. Okay, Malik, can you tell me why that's not a sentence? There is something missing that is very important for every sentence in English. Why is that not a sentence?
There's no verbs, object.
Exactly. In every English sentence, Muhammad, you must have a verb. If you don't have a verb, you know you don't have a sentence. All right, that's the most important thing. And of course, you don't want to use the verb to be because a verb to be will need something additional as well. All right, so an action verb usually will suffice. All right, so you have, you said a cup of tea, right? Now
Yes.
that could be your subject. All right, or it could be the object. In this case, since you started out with that, we're going to leave it as the subject. All right, so now what verb to be would go with a cup of tea? Is, am, are, was, were. What the verb to be will go with a cup of tea?
I want a cup of tea.
No, I want the verb to be that goes with a cup of tea. I want the verb to be that goes with a cup of tea. All right, remember your verbs to be: is, am, are, was, were, and for the future will be. What verb to be will go with a cup of tea? If you don't know, you can say you don't know, and then I'll explain so that you will know. What verb to be goes with a cup of tea?
I.
What is it? No. All right, your verb to be's, once again, is, am, are, was, were, for future, will be. All right, so you put in will and you use be for the future. All right, so some of them can work, for more than one choice here, but let's stick with the present tense to make life easier and give you less choices. All right. So what would be with a cup of tea? Is, am, or what?
I don't know.
Is, am, or are? Which of those three? You can choose the right one. Which one for a cup of tea? Is, am, or are? It's a verb to be, all right? These are called the verb to be's. They connect things together. which one goes with a cup of tea? All right, let me ask for the pronoun first. Maybe that will help you. Which pronoun goes with a cup of tea? I, he, she, it, we, you, they. Which one can replace a cup of tea?
Nothing.
Which one?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? Everything can be replaced with a pronoun, all right? If it's a person, of course, it can be I, he, she, we, you, they, all right? But if it's a thing, what would be the pronoun for it?
It.
Right, it, all right? Because this is singular, all right? If you had cups of tea, then they, all right? So if you had it, what verb to be goes with it? If you don't know, we definitely have to review that because this is very important here in order to construct the sentence. All right, we have I am, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are,
Is.
they are. So what goes with a cup of tea?
Is.
Okay, so a cup of tea is, now you can describe it. I mean, there are different things you can put after the verb to be. You could put a noun, you could put an adjective, right? There are different things. So let's describe the cup of tea, all right, using an adjective. How would you describe the cup of tea? You can describe how it tastes, you can describe the temperature, you can describe how it looks. How would you describe a cup of tea?
Hot.
Okay, there you go. A cup of tea is hot. There's your sentence, all right? So you need a verb. In this case, we use the verb to be. Of course, we could have used an action verb, but then since a cup of tea is a thing, you're limited as to what the cup of tea can actually do on its own, all right? But, still it's possible. But, like let's say if the cup of tea spilled on the floor, of course we got the passive voice and the active voice. So even in that case, you might have someone who actually did it, but they're not written in the sentence. But we'll deal with that later. Right now, the main thing is that to describe it is the best thing to do. If you put the verb to be, you're going to describe it, or you're going to say what it is, as a noun. All right. All right, if after we finish these, because I don't want to take too much time here, after we finish these, I'm going to explain the 9 different ways of writing a simple sentence so that you will have no problem writing a sentence for your next homework, specifically for Muhammad. All right, the next one, Malik.
What's the next one?
Because Muhammad did a cup of tea is hot.
Okay. I saw a bird.
Okay, good. Next, Muhammad.
Next.
Number 6, in.
The book is in the bag.
Good. 7,
She's going to school.
8,
I have no money.
you have what?
No money.
Okay. Malik, give Muhammad some money. Okay, next. Now remember, to can have a different meaning. You could put to before your verb in the infinitive form, or you could use to, meaning to go from one place to another. He's going to school, as was mentioned. All right, or to can be used before the infinitive of the verb. So you can use it in 2 different ways. So you have 2 for number 7, you have 2 for number 9. Okay, go ahead, Malik.
He's going to play.
Okay, good. Next.
Put it down.
Okay, next.
I am a student.
Okay, next.
What was that?
Okay, quick question. Your sentence is good, but what's the difference between this and that? What's the difference?
That is something
Wait.
far.
I want to hear from Muhammad because I think you probably will give me the right answer. All right, Muhammad, what's the difference between this and that?
No different.
Oh, there's a difference. The first thing that's the same, since you said no difference, is that it's one thing. But there's a difference between this and that. All right. Do you know the difference? Now, again, it's for one thing, but if I say, look at this, and I say, look at that, there's a difference. What's the difference, Muhammad?
For the thing.
Which one?
That.
That is what?
A far thing.
Okay, what about this?
For close thing.
All right, now what about these and those? We might as well mention those since they're both related in some way. All right, what about these and those?
Me or Muhammad?
Muhammad, these and those. What's the difference?
No different.
There's a difference. There's a similarity and a difference, just like we did with this and that. All right, so what's the difference? All right, the similarity, if you want to tell me what's the same about it, fine. But I need to know what's different. What's different?
No.
No, what's the difference between these and those? What's the difference?
The same.
No, okay, there is something the same, but tell me what's the same, since you said they're the same. What's the same about these and those? There is something the same about them, but tell me, what's the same about them? What's the same about these and those?
Everything. The same.
No, remember, this and that, we're talking about one thing, right? One thing near, one thing far. These and those, we're talking about more than one thing near and more than one thing far. Which one is for more than one thing close or near?
These.
These, right. And of course, those for more than one thing far. Of course, in English, since we don't have the dual, other than saying both, that's why we go from singular to plural. So, this and that and these and those. So two or more will be applicable to these and those. Okay, next, 13. Malik, because he did that.
Again?
Yeah, 13.
Okay. I made a cake for my sister.
Okay. Next.
You need to be like me.
Okay. Next.
He's a doctor.
Okay, good. Next.
Come with me.
Okay, next.
The cat is on the table.
Okay, next.
Do you hate me?
No, no one hates Muhammad. Everybody loves Muhammad. Right, Malik?
Yes.
All right, next.
I want to say something.
Okay, next.
This is what you want.
Okay, next.
They are all friends.
Okay, next.
Look at that.
Okay, next.
She's tired but happy.
Okay, good. Next.
We are going to be better.
Okay.
Uh, this is his book.
Okay, next. Next, Muhammad. Did you do
I
the
will
sentence?
travel from Egypt.
Okay. Next.
That flower is beautiful.
Okay, next.
Do not smoke.
Very good. Of course, 29 is just a contraction, so you could just say don't smoke. So you don't really have to worry about 29. It's just a contraction. 30, next.
She goes to school by bus.
Okay, next.
He is good.
Where is he?
She is good.
Okay, next.
Do you like mangoes or apples?
Mangoes. Apples are good too, though. They're good for your health, a lot of benefits. But the taste, I think mango wins. Anyone like apples more than mangoes, Muhammad?
No.
Yes,
Muhammad is allergic to mangoes.
Really?
Yeah.
But he likes the taste. He's just allergic to it, right? Muhammad, you like
yes,
the taste of mangoes, but you're allergic to it?
yes.
Okay. All right, next.
Uh, she works as a teacher.
As if she is a teacher. Okay. As if she is a teacher. Okay.
Okay.
You gotta get that verb to be in there because you said as if teacher, right? As if she teacher, right? You said that, right?
She works as a teacher.
Okay, that'll work. All right, next.
What are you doing?
Okay, next.
I go to school by bus.
Okay, next.
This is their book.
Okay, next.
Can you get that for me?
Okay, next.
Who are you?
Okay, next.
Can you get that for me?
Okay, next.
If you study hard, you pass.
If you study hard, you pass. Good. All right, and we also maybe later we'll get into also the conditional sentences so you know all of the choices for your if clauses. All right, 41 next.
Would you play with me?
Okay, next.
I saw her at the park.
Okay, next.
I don't like her at all.
Why not? Bad person? You don't like her because she's a bad person?
Yes,
Maybe Allah will guide her. You know, just say Allah yahdiha. Just say that. See, I know how to say a little something in Arabic. All right, next.
Okay, we are all here.
Wait, mine was next, wasn't it? Yeah, because he said he doesn't like her at all.
Oh, okay. My cat is black.
Okay, next.
I will make a cake.
Great. I didn't know you knew how to bake, Muhammad. Did you ever bake a cake before? Or is that just a sentence? Is that just a sentence?
No, I tried once.
Okay, quickly tell me what the ingredients are.
Eggs, flour, butter, and only.
Eggs, flour, butter, and what? And
Only
what?
that.
You
Oh,
forgot
And
milk.
some
only. Oh,
water.
okay, that's it. Just eggs. What about milk? No milk?
Milk, water.
You put water
Yes.
instead of milk? You allergic to milk too?
No, no.
That sounds strange. No milk in a cake? Did anyone eat your cake?
No,
You know, flour, eggs, butter, and water? That's very strange. You know, to give it flavor, you need milk. It's going to evaporate inside the oven when you're baking it. And some people put a little vanilla, maybe. Maybe you want to put some fruit in there, perhaps. And you're going to need some baking powder for it to rise, right? Or, you know, something to make the cake rise. Right? You put something in it for it to rise, right? Otherwise, you're gonna have a pancake, not a not a cake that rises. If you don't put something in it to make it rise. Okay, next word.
okay. This book is about animals.
Okay, next.
I know the answer.
Okay, next.
I will go to the park.
Okay, next. Yeah, as twice here.
As you want.
Now that can be as an expression, you know, but you want to make a sentence in, you know, with these words. You know, so if you said like do as you like, then you have your verb in there. Okay, so you need to at least have a verb in there. Okay, next.
She stood up quickly.
Okay, next.
I can count from 1 to 10.
Okay. That's it, Muhammad, just from 1 to 10. You can count from 1 to 1,000, right?
1 trillion.
You can, right? You can count from 1 to 1,000,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Don't forget when you do your homework, all right, that I want the present simple tense. All right. Present simple tense. All right. And I guess what you can try to do too, just to see if you know how to do this, you're going to write a sentence in the present simple tense and turn your sentence into a question. All right. I want to see that you know how to change a sentence into a question. I'm talking about the same sentence, not like I'm going to the store, right? And then someone says, "Are you going to the store?" No, I want the same sentence changed into a question. All right, so I want to see the same sentence changed into a question, meaning your subject will be the same, you know, your verb will be the same, and so forth. If you're using the same sentence to change it into a question. Okay, all right, so write one sentence for each word in the present simple tense and change each sentence into a question. All right, any questions about that?
No,
About the
thanks.
homework? All right, enjoy your day, and I'll see you on Saturday, right? Inshallah.
Yeah.